Internet. So it's Sunday night, I have work in the morning, and I can't help but think, damn, wouldn't it be nice to not have to wake up tomorrow? Anyone else feel that? Anyways, today we're talking about an absolute genius that turned worthless JPEGs on Steam into a SteamDeck. And I am so jealous of this. This YouTuber just got a lifetime ban on flying drones, mostly for being sort of dumb about it. And a 15-year-old's life has been ruined because he was falsely identified as a mass shooter. All in this top of the week episode of... But, like always, make sure you smash that subscribe button so you never miss an update. Now let's pull up that file on my new mortal enemy. I hate this man, yet I admire him so much.
A competitive Super Smash Bros. Player, Ringler, set out to buy a Steam Deck using only funds from selling Steam trading cards. After a viral tweet on February 2nd, thousands of users sent him their unwanted cards.
The stuff we do for the things we want. Some grind through an extra work shift, some save up birthday money, and then there's Ringler, who decided to harness the Steam economy like a Wall Street broker, flipping virtual confetti into cold, hard cash. And it worked. Yeah, I'm butthurt. Let's put this into perspective. Steam trading cards are digital pocket lint. Most of us ignore them, maybe dust them off for a 3-cent sale, but not Ringler. He saw an opportunity, rallied the masses, and crowdfunded his way to a luxury gaming handheld using sheer microtransactions. That's not gamer ingenuity, I don't know what is. But this wasn't just a case of a few kind souls handing over their scraps. This was an avalanche of digital generosity. The sheer volume of trades overwhelmed Steam systems, forcing him to automate what was essentially a full-fledged card-selling enterprise. At one point, he was trading 5 cards per second, which is faster than most high-frequency stock traders. He was Wall Street, but for JPEGs. Steam's backend couldn't handle his hustle, and he had to use a VPN to keep his own operation alive. If there was a Market Manipulator of the Year award, Valve would be handing it to him with a nervous smile. Perhaps the wildest part? This made him more money in 4 days than his entire decade-long career as a competitive Smash Bros. Player. Imagine grinding through endless tournaments only to realize your true financial calling was selling digital trading cards at breakneck speeds. I think I would prefer the latter. A Smash tournament can win you a small prize pool, but Steam's bizarre economy can buy you a gaming console if you're clever enough. At the end of the day, what started as a joke turned into one of the most ridiculous, yet oddly inspiring gaming success stories ever. Ringler didn't just buy a Steam Deck. He steamrolled the whole system. Haha, get it.
YouTuber and drone enthusiast PhillyDroneLife, DiCiurcio, has been permanently banned from flying drones by the FAA due to reckless operation.
Well, folks, this is what happens when you treat airspace like an open-world video game. DiCiurcio, I have no clue if I said that right, but he's also known as PhillyDroneLife, has officially unlocked the FAA's most brutal achievement, a lifetime drone ban.
You just got jammed.
Now, obviously, flying drones isn't illegal, but Michael's flights weren't just for fun. They were often way too close to high-profile landmarks like the William Penn statue, the PSFS building, and most dangerously, near the Philadelphia International Airport. It's kind of major league airspace, so... The FAA wasn't exactly just being cranky here. Flying drones recklessly can be catastrophic. Although an extreme example, a drone could get sucked into a jet engine mid-takeoff. So yeah, not great. They've warned him in writing, ignored. They offered safety education, skipped the classes. They threatened him with a $182,000 fine. His response? Throw the book at me. And yet he kept flying. At some point, somebody had to say give him the controller. And that's exactly what happened. He lost all his drones, his channel, and any future chance to fly legally. And here's where things get a bit more complicated. For Michael, drones were more than just a hobby. They were a way to rebuild his life after overcoming addiction and weight loss. That's real. That's human. It's honestly hard not to feel for somebody who found solace in technology only to have it stripped away. But brutal truth of the matter is personal struggles don't exempt you from public safety laws. You can go through a divorce, but you're still gonna get the DUI. If reckless drone flying puts people at risk, then intentions don't matter, nor should they matter. His case isn't the first, and likely won't be the last, of YouTubers pushing legal boundaries for viral content. We're in an era where content creation is colliding with real-world regulations, for better or for worse in some cases. And when you mix drones, social media, and I bet I can get away with this energy, well, it's only a matter of time before authorities bring down the hammer.
15-year-old Camden Lee was wrongly identified by the NYPD as a murder suspect in a high-profile Brooklyn shooting, leading to widespread online threats and disruptions to his life.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this feeling. Because I don't know how I would feel if I was walking out of football practice, checking my phone, and seeing my face plastered across police social media labeled a murder suspect. It's fucking rough. And unfortunately, that's Camden Lee's real life. And what's worse, the NYPD quietly erased their mistake but never actually admitted to it. Now, I'll preface this with law enforcement has a tough job, especially in a city like New York, where high-profile shootings put immense pressure on investigators. But there is a difference between working under pressure and recklessly throwing a teenager's life into chaos. There are so many questions that the NYPD refuses to answer here. How did Camden get misidentified? There was already a description of a man in his 20s wearing a paint-stained brown shirt and bandana. Camden was only 15 and in a hoodie and shorts. Not necessarily the closest thing. Why didn't they publicly correct their mistake? If they could blast his face to thousands of people, surely they could have tweeted out an apology. Instead, they let his photo continue to circulate, endangering him even further. Maybe this was about optics. The NYPD was in crisis mode after their own commissioner was caught in a federal probe. Was Camden Lee collateral damage in their rush to appear like they had leads on this? And of course, there's the terrifying part to all of this. The internet never forgets. Even after the police backed off, news outlets still used his photos and stories. Online detectives tracked him down and sent him death threats. His mother had to move the entire family out of Brooklyn for safety. Even now, months later, Camden can't move freely. His mother feels it necessary to time his trips to the corner store now, and he's thinking about changing his entire appearance just to escape the stigma. I can't imagine a bigger nightmare, to be perfectly honest. I mean, the police didn't just arrest the wrong guy here, they turned his entire life into a permanent suspect line. And let's remember, the NYPD has been caught misusing social media before. They wrongly accused a judge of letting a criminal walk free, and another time they were slammed in an official report for deleting posts without accountability. This accountability thing seems to be something they like to dodge here. And yet they keep playing fast and loose with public accusations with zero consequences. Camden's family is considering a lawsuit, and honestly, they should. Because this isn't just about one kid, this is about a police department that can ruin lives with the click of a button and never look back. The least the NYPD could do is publicly clear his name, but so far they're ignoring every request. Meanwhile, Camden Lee is stuck paying the price for their mistake. His safety, his education, his mental health, all disrupted because of a single unchecked social media post. And another scary thought is it could happen to anyone. And on that piece of,
you got the wrong guy, I'm the dude, man.
I'm gonna call it. If you made it all the way here to the end of the video, do me one more solid and hit that like button. Help spread some news. And well, I'll catch you next time. Bye!